Well, good evening everybody, and welcome to James's second video on X3 Albion Prelude. Tonight I'm going to be talking to you about sector and universal traders. I will show you where to buy the best ship, where to buy all the technology, and also where to send your trader to train them up so that they can make you tons and tons of good old-fashioned cash.
Entering system, Trinity Sanctum.
Okay, so I've entered Trinity Sanctum. Now, to explain why I'm here, this is, in my opinion, the sector to get the very best ship in the game to be a universal or sector trader, and that is the Paranid Super Freighter XL. Now, the Demeter, I should say. Now, obviously, lots of different people will choose different ships to be their universal traders. Some will favour split Caymans because they're a bit faster. Some people will choose the Vultures because they've got slightly larger cargo space. But I personally think the Demeter Super Freighter XL has got the best of both worlds. So I'm just going to open up the menu and I'm going to select the shipyard. And I'm now going to scroll down and purchase one of the XL Super Freighters. Now, you'll notice that they're a fairly expensive ship. You're talking at least 1.2, maybe up to 1.6 million to buy a fully equipped ship. Now, unfortunately, you can see here that, unfortunately, for the terms of the video, the ship in question doesn't have full shields, etc. So after I buy it, I'm going to have to go and get shields. Okay, so I'm just scrolling down here. Going to update the cargo bay and the engines and the rudder, and now I'm just going to install the usual sort of kerfuffle of navigation control, boost extension, all that kind of good stuff. You will need fight command as well because I'm going to install a turret and I'm going to get that to defend the ship. So if we have a look at around the ship, you can just sort of see some of the things that you can, the sort of speed, etc. And you can see that we've upgraded the cargo bay massively to around 11,000 units. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to change the name to USM, which is the name of my company, United Systems Military, Trader, and then 4. I've already got 3 traders, so I like to rename them so they're easy to find in the property menu, and also so I can find them when I need to. Right, so what I'm doing now is I'm just selecting a medium shield production complex because we need, you really need to upgrade your universal or sector traders with the very best of things, because the pilots of these ships, particularly once they get to be universal traders, will fly off to make the very best profits they can in the universe. And in some situations, this can result in them going in sectors you really would rather they didn't go in. As I'm sure you're aware of if you've played... oh, someone just jumped in, little flash. As I'm sure you're aware that if you've played the X games quite a bit, that there are certain sectors which are safe and relatively decent, relatively nice systems, and then there are others which are fairly horrendous. So just looking at the galaxy map here, what I've done is I'm just sort of potting around. Just sort of accompanying my sector trader out of the system. You can see the little green thing on the map there. But as I said, unfortunately, sector traders and universal, particularly when they get up to universal traders, will go to where the profit is greatest. Now, this is obviously good for you because whereas with a normal factory, even something like a solar power plant that will make you a ton of cash, you can usually, with a level 25 universal trader, even without the SETA, you would expect them to be bringing about 1 million every hour. So you can imagine if you get up to a fleet of sort of 20 or so of them, you're talking big bucks. So I've just sent him off, and I'm going to come back to you once I've kitted him out. Okay, and here we are, we're back. We're now in Home of Light. You can see my USM Trader 4 sitting here. I've kitted him out fully. He's now got 5 25 megajoule shields, he's got a particle accelerator cannon, and I'm just about to send him off to get fully kitted up at the TerraCorp headquarters. Just scrolling down here, so you can see, as I said, I've upgraded him. You can get 5 25 megajoule shields and the particle accelerator cannon for the Demeter. You can get both of these, as I think I'm about to show you, in cloud-based south-east. So you've got a light weapons construction facility and a medium shield construction facility. This is where I usually send my Demeter super freighters that I'm kitting out to be sector traders, it's a good place to just go and do it, and it's usually a safe bet. You can send them through split fire, but if you are worried about that, then send them to Emperor Mines and then just get them to go up and through Cloud Base to where you're going. This is another sector again, just very close by. I think it's Duke's Domain actually, or sorry, Emperor's Ridge, where you can also buy 25 megajoule shields, and as I said, you can do it that way, or you can do it other ways. What I'm now going to do is just show you, I've also gone in and bought 100 energy cells, because once I've kitted him out with a jump drive and all the various other things, I'm going to jump him to the sector in question where I want him to go, and obviously he needs a bit of stuff in order to do that. Final thing I'm going to do now is I'm just going to fix the ship's defense. So to do that, you go into Orders, Command Console, and then you see Turret Back and Turret Protect Ship. That's will allow it to fire upon pirates that attack it, missile defense, etc. That kind of thing. So now I'm going to dock him at the TerraCorp headquarters. And off he goes. And while he's sort of doing his little bit and running around, we'll just wait for him to do that. Have a little bit of a look around TerraCorp headquarters. Still think it's actually one of my favourite systems in the entire game. I think it's very, very pretty. There we go. Oh, just to let you know, if you want to be able to zoom in and out if you want to get a better view of ships, etc., one of the ways you can do this is to go into the options menu, and you can find various controls there which actually will allow you to fire, or you can create a keyboard set that is to your liking. What I usually do actually is I usually delete the default keys, and then I just use the minus or equal sign on the keyboard, because I don't really enjoy having to press shift. So I'm just going to get yonder guy to dock, and once he has docked, we will then buy the equipment we need, and after that I'll then show you the sector that, in my opinion, is the very best sector for sector traders and training them up. Okay, so he's now docked. We now bring up the map, like so. We select TerraCorp headquarters, we select the landed ship, and then we trade. Now, the things you will need are as follows. Once I've moved it down, you will need a best buys locator. If he's a trader, he needs to know the best prices are. So we're just going to buy that. And then we buy its counterpart, the best selling price locator. Then we buy the jump drive, because obviously if it wants to travel around and make trades, it's going to need one. And then finally, the big piece of software, Trade Command Software Mark III. This is why previously I said you didn't need to worry about buying any kind of trade software when you were buying at the dock. This costs $500,000. So, one of the things to point out is that creating a sector trader is a fairly pricey business. It's going to cost you at least $2.5 million, I would suggest. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to jump. Oh, got that slightly wrong. I'm going to select my trader, and I'm going to have him jump to Empire's Edge. Empire's Edge is the very best system in the whole game for training up traders. Why? Because you have a complete economy within it. Now, I have to say, unfortunately, since Terran Conflict, they've actually removed a couple of the stations. But what you have, if you look at the various station lists, is you have everything from a soy farm to a soyery, and then upwards to weapons factories, etc. So you've got a continual sort of list of factories, each of which will trade with one another, and there is almost a self-contained trade loop. There used to be a Magic Lit station in Empire's Edge. I don't know why Egosoft removed it, but you've got energy, you've got all these sort of first class, second class, and then higher, upper class, wares, from basic foodstuffs through to technology. It's a great place to trade up your sector traders. It's where everyone does it, and you can probably see that in the bottom left hand corner there was a little green one there, which was one of the ones I've already got. So I'm going to select him, and I'm going to tell him to jump to Empire's Edge. like so, and I'm going to tell him to jump to the jump beacon. Now, of course, one of the things this does require is for you to be on a good level of reputation with the Paranid. Obviously, I'm assuming that. But given the fact that you generally won't have the money to invest in sector traders or universal traders until a bit later in the game, I am sort of assuming that you have got to a race rank with the Paranid that lets you in. And I've jumped. So now I'm going to bring up my universe map. I'm going to bring up my sector map of Empire's Edge. You can now see Trader 4 has arrived. And then you just go to Orders, Command Console, Trade, and Start Sector Trader. You'll notice that Universe Trader is currently greyed out. And Start Sector Trader, and there we go. Now, going back to what I said about it being greyed out, if you look up here, you'll notice that this is a full Universal Trader. He's actually at level 25. Whereas if we go to this guy here, you'll notice he's at level 10. Now, you can't become a Universal Trader until you reach at least level 10. So it's a good idea, make them sector traders, get them trading around, and once you've done that, as I do here, he's now ready to graduate to being a Universal Trader. And there we go. That's pretty much all I have to say about the Universal and Sector Traders. They're a fantastic way to make money, and if you like it, let me know, and please feedback on the video. If there are any other topics you'd like me to cover, do let me know. As I said, hope you enjoy it. See you guys again soon.